Hello friends. I did a video and a blog post a couple years ago after my mom's estate. I got her estate. I talked about refinishing a chair, and I did part one where I talked about taking the seat off, unscrewing it, and painting the base, which is this. And this project has been sitting unfinished with part of the wood part up like that in my room where it goes underneath the desk that I have. So I wanted to finish that today while I'm quarantining. I'm trying to get some projects done. I've been quilting and getting some paperwork done that I needed to get done. And I wanted to show how to finish it. So basically, once you pry off the old cushion fabric, and you take a screwdriver, a flat head screwdriver, or you can take scissors, and you get it up underneath the staple and you pry it up. You can see it pries up like that. Oh shoot, sorry. You get it and it pries up, and then you can use pliers to pull it off. But so you can just use, like I said, screwdrivers or scissors and pry it up, and then once it's up enough, you get the pliers and you can pry them up. So that's how you get the fabric off. Now, I wanted to use some fabric that was from my mother's house, and this burgundy fabric was from her house. She was a hoarder, and so I wanted to wash it first, and it got all pithy and had a lot of white. Gosh, it's light. I can't ever seem to get the right light in this house. So it had a lot of lint and stuff on it. So how I take care of that is I just take tape and I roll it around in a circle, and then I just use it to get the lint off. And you can see it clearly works well. I got a lot of lint off. Then what you do, once you've got the fabric picked out that you want to replace it with, now I'm worried I'm going to get cut on that. Put it there. You lay the fabric with the pretty side down on the table, not up against the wood. And then if you want, you can put batting. I've got some egg crate foam. I can't remember, somebody was getting rid of a pillow or something, so I just cut. And you cut it as thick as you want it and stick it on top of the wood. So I've got the wood, the base, and make sure when you're putting the fabric down that you have the screw holes and you don't cover the screw holes. So I've stapled it where the screw holes are still open, and I haven't finished stapling it down yet because I kind of wanted to show you how it looks. So the screw holes you leave open, there's 4 screw holes, and then you lay down the fabric face down, the pretty face down, and then you put the batting or the foam that you want to use, and then you put the piece of wood that you saved when you took the seat off and you unscrewed the seat. Most of them have 4 or 5 screw holes in the base. And you can refinish the base however you want. This was a metal chair, so I just sprayed it with black spray paint. I sanded it down a little bit. Wood ones, you can watch refinishing videos. I got wood refinishing videos on my channel, thesecretisgratitude.com, and on my blog, thesecretisgratitude.com. Go to the bottom of the search page and you can type in refinishing, and up will come lots of different posts on that. And then you can go to my YouTube channel, The Secret is Gratitude, and search that as well. So then you lay the fabric down, and you have to measure it before you cut it. So you lift up the fabric. So like if I lay this down, you'll clearly see that you have to cut it several inches bigger than the shape of the wood, because it has to come up and cover over the batting or foam, and then still be able to be stapled onto the wood. And I just use this Power Shot. You can use a power one, a plugged one, or not, but I just use a staple gun. And you need to make sure that the staples are long enough. There's lots of different sizes of staples, but you want to make sure it's long enough to go into the wood but not through the wood. So you can do that. You can also use tacks. I have used tacks in the past when I didn't have a staple gun handy. So either one works. And then you start by doing the 4 corners. So you can see I did these 2 corners here and these 2 corners. And then once you get the 4 corners pulled in, you don't want to do it too tight in one section and not tight enough in the other. You can see that it can get lumpy. So you have to do it evenly. So you do the opposite side. So you do this side first, and then this side, and then this side, and then this side. And then you start doing the pieces in between. So I've got the 4 corners, and then you start doing the ones in between. But you have to be aware of where the screw hole is, because if you cover the screw hole and you try and find them, sometimes it's hard to find them. So you can actually take a piece of chalk and mark where the screw hole is, because the screw will go through the fabric and hold it. So before I actually finish this, I'm just going to mark where the screw holes are, and then I can finish tacking up the rest. So you got to be aware of where the screw holes are before you finish it, so that you'll be able to find them when you need to screw it onto the wood base. So say that I have finished this now and I've screwed it all in, stapled it, sorry, not screwed it in, I've staple gunned it all down, and it's finished and it's ready to go. Then you line up the screw holes. You make sure it fits in there. You can see it's kind of setting down in there. And you flip it over and you screw through the whole base secure. It's all stuck in there pretty tight now. I can't get it out. And you screw the screw in from the base in through the fabric into the hole, the screw hole. And then you're finished. And that would be your finished chair cover. Probably not the best because it shows lint. But this fabric was my mom's. It was off another piece of furniture that she had. And so I wanted to maintain the fabric from her home somewhere in my home. Like I don't have, I have dressers from her or desks from her, but I don't have like furniture with fabric or anything on it. And so I wanted to keep a piece of her fabric that was in her home. All of her furniture was this velvet burgundy color. So I just wanted to use this fabric for that reason. But you can pretty much get any kind of upholstery fabric or regular fabric. You might have to double a regular fabric because it will tear through when you're staple gunning it if you pull it too tight. So an upholstery fabric or a thicker fabric works better than thick fabrics. So just for that information, even like Walmart will sell upholstery fabrics. You can get them at lots of different places, or you can get them online. And I do have some cute fabrics. The other thing I was going to use, she had a bed pillow that was a needlepoint that had roses on it, but I would have had to sew fabric around the edge to get it big enough to go over the base, and I didn't really like the colors. It was a brown base. The flowers were pretty and would match, but the fabric, I liked the fabric color better. So just a silly little short video with bad lighting, but I just wanted to finish part 2 on the chair so that people could actually see it. So I will make a blog post about this, thesecretisgratitude.com, and go down and type in chair cover or chair seat into the search box at the bottom of the homepage, and up will come the post about this chair and part 1 and part 2. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I've been doing this for a lot of years. I started this when I was 18 doing this kind of thing. So actually that little desk right there was my mother's when she was a child, and I actually started refinishing that when I was 12. Not quite 12, I was 11. So I've been doing it for a very long time. So check it out. There's lots of posts on there. I've got over 800 videos. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a very, very blessed day.